last time I saw you, we were at a cage fight at the White House.
That's right.
That's
one of the craziest experiences of my life. It must have been one of the craziest experiences of your life.
Oh yeah, it took me like 2 weeks afterwards to recover, just to like go, did that actually happen? It seems so insane.
Okay, the most insane part of it, which I guess was before you got there, to me at least, is like you come into work every day in the White House, right? You know, I have an office in the West Wing. There's the Oval Office in the West Wing, and you look out the window, and as this like 8-story complex was growing up, it was just the most unbelievable thing. It's like the South Lawn of the White House, but you've got the 8th wonder of the world being built up around it. And every day I'd look at it and be like, it would take me a couple seconds and be like, what the hell is going on? And I'd be like, oh yeah, it's UFC. It's UFC coming in a couple weeks.
The whole thing was surreal.
Yeah.
First of all, it was crazy that the weather just went around us. Like
That's
there
right.
was a real moment where the fights would have been postponed until 10:30 p.m. to start.
Correct.
And last minute, the storm just diverted.
That's right. Well, and this book that I have that I guess we'll talk about a little bit, but the book tour started the next day. So I was flying to New York the next day to talk about it. And all I could think about is every time we got the update from White House weather, it might not start until 10:30. I was thinking to myself, well, holy shit, that means I'm going to go to bed at like 4 a.m. I'm going to look like a total crazy person when I'm trying to go talk about this book. But yeah, it amazingly, it did work out. Honestly, it actually helped a little bit because, as you know, it was hot as hell out there.
Yeah.
And it was super humid, mid-June in D.C., and I think the weather actually helped cool it down a little bit because by about 10 o'clock or so, I was not thinking it's hot as hell out here anymore.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad, but I talked to Justin Gaethje about it, and he said it was a problem when he was fighting. He said the air was very thick.
Okay.
Like right after the first round, he was like,
Yeah.
boy, like this is rough. Because that hot, humid air and, it's
No, it's
fine walking around.
It's okay walking around. It still feels, it is a swamp, right? That's why
Yeah.
people call it the swamp. So, that's obviously June 14th. That's the president's.
That's not why they call it the swamp.
That's one of the reasons why they call it the swamp.
They call it the swamp
They call it swamp because of my colleagues, too.
because it's filled with mud and water and gunk and shit and swamp monsters.
Oh, man. So that's June 14th. So that's the president's birthday. That was my 12th wedding anniversary.
Oh, wow.
And my wife. So that's the one thing. Like if somebody runs in here, it's because my wife's going into labor because she's like 39 weeks pregnant. But I remember we go out to dinner like right before the UFC fight. And we're, of course, checking the weather report to figure out what's going on. And, my wife normally likes to come to the cool stuff of being vice president. That was the one where she was like, it's hot. I'm super pregnant, and I'm not going to sit out there for 6 hours. So
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. Also, it was just, there was so much chaos. And the potential for real chaos was always there. First of all, you have the Ellipse. So the Ellipse has, 85,000 people outside?
Correct. That's right.
And for people that are watching at home, like, we could hear them.
Yes.
Like when the fights, when something would happen.
in like kind of a delayed way, right? Yeah.
You'd hear the cheers from the people that were near. So it was like 3,000 plus people tightly close to the octagon. And then you had 85,000 people in the, in the background. It was very eerie.
Yeah. I actually loved that. Like I loved the delay reaction to where, somebody get a good punch in or, you get a takedown. And then it was almost like the wave, right?
Yeah.
Because there was the initial center of it and then the people outside of it.
It was pretty sick.
It was pretty sick. It was very cool. I think Dana said not once in a lifetime or not once in a generation or once in a lifetime experience.
Yeah, I mean, it's once ever.
Yeah.
I don't see any other president. I mean, if you become president, you're not going to do that, right?
I don't know, man.
I didn't want to do it.
It's
in
actually
the
very
first
cool.
place.
It's a very cool thing.
It was very cool.
Yeah.
Get it over with. Do it once. It was the only time in the history of the sport where there's been 7 stoppages, 7 knockouts. Like every single fight was a knockout.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, every single fight.
Okay.
But the thing is, like, we've had 7 knockouts in a card. I think this last weekend we had 10 stoppages. But that was different.
Yeah.
Because it was like 14 fights.
That's right.